All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Once again here, I am doing another video on the Flash Boys deck, updated version for you guys here for the 5 people that watch my channel. As always, I'm doing the content for you guys out there, okay? So since the last video here, we added in a few more cards, made some changes, definitely upgrades to the deck overall. I actually made it to 98 Mythic with the deck, just absolutely crushing the ladder. This deck is really good against everything in Best of 1 Alchemy. I played Best of 3 as well. It's good there as well. I've got a sideboard pretty much built out at this point. But I just want to run through the deck for people that if this is your first time, watching this type of playstyle or this deck in general. This is a blue-black flash deck, a tempo deck. That's really meant to be kind of good against everything, okay? So the core of the deck here really comes with the Fairy Masterminds. When your opponent draws their second card, you get to draw a card. And then the Orcish Bowmasters. Whenever your opponent draws a card not on their draw step, you ping them and create an Orc token. So these two cards specifically together, very powerful together. Very, very powerful together. They synergize together. Fairy Mastermind can enable the triggers with its ability there, where each player draws a card. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are really a reactive deck. We are waiting for the opponent to do stuff. When they don't, when they're scared to, that's when we play our creatures. Okay, so how do we support this shell of Orcish Bowmaster and Fairy Mastermind? Well, there's another card that works phenomenally with them, and that is Urtai Resurrected, another flash creature, 4-drop. When it enters the battlefield, you can counter a spell-activated ability, triggered ability, or destroy another creature or planeswalker. This card kind of does it all, and then it makes that controller of that card actually draw a card. So what we're doing here is that whenever they're getting value, we're getting value. In fact, we're getting way far ahead. Urtai can essentially time walk them and draw us a card, which is insane, and add board present at the same time. Okay, so that's kind of the shell of the deck, those 4 cards, Fairy Mastermind, Orcish Bowmaster, and then Urtai Resurrected, all right? So the rest of the deck here comes with kind of the support cards to support this plan here. All right, we'll start in the 1-drop slot. Break Expectations. This used to be Mind Spike, but now it's Break Expectations. It's just better, okay? So one of the cards that's really good against us is the 3-drop Rakdos card, the Crucius or Crucius, however you say it. Break Expectations can actually take that card from us or from them for us, and it's just better overall. The cards that they're getting in this spellbook are super mid, super mid. There's only one card in the spellbook, and that's Relic Amulet. That is actually quite good against us. We can still fight through it pretty well. But that's the only card in this spellbook that ends up being good against us. Everything else, it just ends up being a better card. It can hit creatures, planeswalkers. It doesn't really matter. It's just much better than the Mind Spike in this, I've found. All right. Then we still got 2 Cut Down, take care of their little creatures. 4 Make Disappear, a great counterspell in and of itself. Fantastic with the Orcish Bowmaster, getting to enable, sacrifice that token and enable the bigger counterspell there. 4 Go for the Throat for regular removal. 2 Bind to Secrecy. This card is really great, essentially a negate with some upside as well. If it's a creature matchup, we can conjure one of their dead creatures to our hand, so it doesn't end up being dead. Just a really good counterspell in general. So happy to play that. And then we have 2 Zephyr Sentinel. Now, Zephyr Sentinel here, it was a 3 of in the previous version. We dropped it down to 2. 2 is fine, and we replaced the 3rd one with a Saiba Siphoner. All right, this card essentially ends up being a Snapcaster Mage, and it's very good. So we can go and get back one of our Break Exhortations, Cut Downs, Make Disappears, or go for the Throats. All right, also a flash creature, and it can cost 2 if we have no instants or sorceries in our hand. Being able to recur the Saiba Siphoner with the Zephyr Sentinel is really good. Also, all of our other creatures are quite good to recur as well. Orcish Bowmaster and Urtai, very good to recur with Zephyr Sentinel. and Zephyr Sentinel can just act as kind of a counter spell to whatever they're targeting of our creatures, since the Fairy Mastermind and the Orcish Bowmaster attract a lot of removal. All right. Then we are playing 4 Kaito to kind of tie it all together. Since we have all these 2-mana flash creatures, all right, if we're not countering their spells and they don't play anything, we're flashing at a creature, we're untapping, we're playing Kaito, we're starting to draw cards. Very hard for them to deal with at that point. Just gets us so far ahead in the game here. It's really fantastic, all right? And then with all this drawing going on, of course, we are playing 2 Shieldred. The Apocalypse at the top end there just ends up, just a powerhouse, and even more so in a deck like this. A little awkward sometimes as far as when we want to play it. It's not right to just slam it all the time. You kind of got to time your Shieldred drops quite a bit. So we're just playing 2 of them for that case, but still very, very powerful in and of itself. Mana base, pretty self-explanatory here. 23 lands. We get to play 4 Forsaken Crossroads since it's just a 2-color deck, which is really good. So that's the gist of it. Let's hop into some gameplay and see how we do. All right, and I apologize about the lack of a mic. My mic is at work. I'm just using my computer mic, which probably sounds not the best, but it is what it is. So. See if we can find some games here. Some of these alchemy matches take a while to find someone to play with. There we go. Okay, first game here. Our hand is okay. It's all just reactive spells, so the Break Expectation is pretty nice. So I think that we kind of have to keep it. I'm really tempted to mulligan this, but hopefully we can just draw into some of our creatures and start putting a presence on the board here. Okay, so we could kill this because then they won't get to draw otherwise. So I think that we're going to save the Break Expectation here and just cut down the Outcasts. So hopefully draw a Bowmaster here, Bowmasters. We got removal, so we'll wait till next turn to play the Break Expectations here. Okay, another Outcast. And a Swift Spear. We got Shelly next turn, which is very good for us. So against red, take their only good card here. We'll pass. We'll probably kill the Outcasts, then drop Shieldred, and then it'll probably be GG at that point. What do they take? The World Maker. Very spooky. Very spooky. We're done for now. Kill the Outcast again. No more double team. Nice, he says. Black, untap. And here comes the scoop. Yeah, go ahead and activate that World Maker for you. I think that's going to work out for you, bud. Okay, so we can bind to secrecy and get one of their creatures here, or we could play up, hold up the counter spells. Let's just hold up the counter spells and we'll do it at the end of the turn. Get their big spender or something. Yeah, how about not? Could have got the other one. Okay, now we have Adawara online and the Make Disappear online. Resolves. Surprised they're playing this out. Let's counter that. They're not going to chump at all. They refuse. Shieldred just taking over games here. Our draw was really not all that great, to be honest. It was against them, obviously, but in general, no. Okay, and then we will go ahead and kill them. Bada bing, easy peasy. Okay, good first game there, taking down mono red, and we are climbing up to 212 now again. All right, so got set back a little bit today, but we're climbing the ranks again. Jump into some more gameplay here. This deck is super, super fun to play. Whenever I find decks like this, or create decks like this, I should say, I kind of get obsessed with them. I find a package of cards that I really like, and then I try to just figure out the puzzle, try to make it work. Okay. We are going to keep this hand. We're going to play the tap land first. We don't really care about cutting down anything. If they play a 1-drop, unless it's the Hobbit, then we can kill it with the Bowmaster. Okay, so no 1-drop for them. They may have their own Bowmaster here. Let's see what happens. We do have the removal for it, so they do. Could have waited there as well, but and then we got the Kaito. Okay, off the top. So I think that we're going to go ahead and we can't play Kaito yet, so I'm going to actually save the Orc here. I actually probably should have played the tap land there and Scribe, because we really want to. I guess we can. I guess it won't really matter here. We'll see what they do. No blocks. See if they have a counter for this. They got a reprieve, okay. Scry into something. Go for the throat. I think we're good on that. He's 224. Siphoner, that's interesting. See if it resolves this time. It does. Okay.
The system can't fix everything.
Another Bowmaster, maybe? No. Okay, nothing for them. All right, that was pretty lucky, to be honest. Okay, they're playing the Union. The upside is pretty good, though. I mean, we wanted to be able to draw land and hold up, go for the throat. Okay. No counter magic yet, which is pretty tough. Very tough. So I think that I think we're ticking down Kaito here and just passing.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
Sunset Revelry. Okay, let's go ahead and opponent has more cards in hand than you. You draw. So we have even cards now. No drawing for them. We have the Zephyr Sentinel as a backup. Break expectations. Okay. So it's going to be just a Mastermind here. Fragment Reality. Okay. So let's go ahead and save it. Then they got the Iganjo there. All right. Fairy Mastermind down. Untap land for nada. Okay. Well, we gotta just pass here. We'll trade one.
I feel bad for your mentor if that's your attack.
Soul Partition resolves.
Compromised. Time to go.
Another Kaito. Okay, having a hard time hitting land here, but we can break expectations and Kaito. Okay. Seems pretty bad. Okay. I think that we're just Kaitoing here. I mean, we could. Nah, we gotta do this. It's either Oracle or Farewell. We'll just take the Farewell here. You can kill their Oracle, and then Cybo Siphoner will be online. I think we were slamming Shelly here. Empty board. Unless they draw a farewell. They draw a Mox. Okay. Pretty hard to lose at this point. There's a make disappear too. Okay. That's it. Okay. Took them down. Suppose they could have something here. All right. They had enough. Okay, so we took down Esper there. Now we are back in the top 200, which is great. So that was a great match. You can see that the break expectations pretty good there. It gives us more information about their hands, and you know, the cards that they get a draft are just really not that good at all. Like we get so far ahead on board as a result, and it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't, honestly. Let's see what else we can get into. Never get drunk and buy these things because they're fucking addictive and they're so easy to just smoke whatever. I stayed away from these things for the longest time. I usually, if I'm out drinking or something like that, I'll just hit someone else's. I'm gonna just have to stick to that for now on. After this thing's done, I'm tossing out and swearing off them. It's way too easy. They're so delicious too. All right, so looking for a third match here. Hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm talking in an aquarium right now. All right. This hand is really suspect. They go first. So again, we're playing the if we can draw lands, it pans out sort of thing. Okay, fantastic. Rafine's Tower, go. Now we can ferry Mastermind into Kaito, depending on what they do here. Underdog, it's totally fine. Break expectations. I think that we are probably still more interested in our card advantage plan here so far. Commune with Spirits, it is. Looking for an enchantment or land. All right, so they're Jund. Now, there would be a reason to play that Break Expectations first because they probably have a removal spell for this. Looks like Edict, maybe. They got something. Go for the throat. Yep. Question is, what do we do here? Okay, so they have... if they play Shield Druid, that's fine. We can just kill it and then take their next spell. We could Kaito here and minus. Yeah. Hopefully don't regret this decision here. Really want to get a gander at their hand here, but it looks like they're a creature matchup. If they play Crucius, it's not the end of the world. But we would like to avoid that card if possible. They use removal on the little guy there. It's totally fine with us. Okay, so it's just a Shelly, which is not really something we're too concerned with here. Okay, so now we get to hold up the cut down, and we get to use the break expectations. So it looks like it paid off here for the most part. They went first, so I could avoid taking some damage here, or I could use that as a scry next turn, which sounds better. The Forsaken Crossroads, okay. Fertile Grasp, or I think that we're going to take the Grasp. Because we like our card draw engine at this point. Now, I'm not sure if they would use it on it, but they had the mana for both, so they might be tempted to, especially after we cut down their underdog. Okay, so they didn't play the... looks like they might be wanting to use their blood token here, potentially. Put this on black and scry. Now we're holding up Urtai. Not nearly as good with the... Another Kaito we don't need. Not nearly as good with the... without the Mastermind or Orc on the board, but... Okay, Go for the Throat was pretty decent. We could just counter this. Because otherwise they draw two. Easy block. Okay. Now we're letting the game get away from us, or get away from them here. If we can draw things besides lands, obviously. Okay, there's a Mastermind, which is a fantastic draw. We can flash it in. I think that we even let them just hit our Kaito here. Well, actually, we could save it, because if we go for the Throat it. Okay, invasion's fine. Now, Mastermind, we get to draw two here, which is phenomenal. And a Bowmaster. Okay, we are in great shape here. So we're going to just do this right away. And you can see that this deck is just, I mean, it's built for everything. It really is. We got all the tools we need for every matchup. And then let's go ahead and play that island. We will say go. We got the cut down for their underdog there. We have counter magic, removal. We can draw with the Fairy Mastermind. We are pretty set up. The One Ring. I mean, do we really even care about that at this point? It does give them protection. They can pay for the... they can pay for the... Make disappear. So I'm pretty sure if they draw here now, we have to ping our Kaito or this little token there. Hire of Heroes, okay. They have protection. We're going to just swing just to get our draw. Another Mastermind was actually a good draw here. Whenever they go to activate their ring, at least on their turn. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. So we actually probably don't want to scry here. Leaves us go to the throat, go for the throat, Fairy Mastermind, and Fairy Activation. Okay, so they're going to draw right now. Which is fine.
You're good, but I'm better.
Multiverse. That was horrendous. We have no counter magic. Maybe we can draw one. We get 2 draws here. Oh my god, we are so good at this game, aren't we? Boom. Took down Jun there. We are 3-0. Kind of cruising right through it. 158 in the rankings. What's up? All right, let's keep playing. We are just absolutely crushing the ladder right now. We're going for 1, baby. We're going for best of 1. The 1 of best of 1. That's what we're going for here. Even if it takes all night. All right, so stay tuned because this is going to be a 6-hour video. Just kidding. My eyes are already bleeding out of my skull right now, so I'm going to have to step away from the computer in a second here, go get some fresh air, do a couple push-ups, and go eat some pizza instead of my ass, all right? Balance. It's all about balance in life. So crushing so far. This deck is super, super fun. I'll post a Aether Hub link for the updated version for you guys in the description for the 6 people watching this right now, because I have a loyal following on YouTube here of 1 friend and a couple others that tune in. Shout out to Pill. Pill, this is for you, man. Made it to the big screen now. This video right here dedicated to Mr. Pill. Congratulations on getting married, my man. I'm doomed. I will never probably get married. I can't even get a girlfriend. Undateable. They date me for like a week, and then they're like, wow, this guy is fucking out of his mind. This hand kind of sucks, but it's kind of good. Again, they go first. We snap keep. Okay. Not great for us. Ninjas, not great. Playing against ninjas with this deck before was actually, when they're on the play, that deck's pretty good against us. Now here they go. They get to draw a card. We need a Bowmaster. So you have to make sure that they hit you first before you use the Bowmaster. Otherwise, they can use another. We can't counter that either, can we? Yeah. Bowmaster off the top. Otherwise, I think that we're going to lose this one here. How dare they take rank from us? Sneaky, sneaky ninjas. Oh man, we're screwed, huh? All that scrying is just a lot too. I think we just go for the same play though. Kind of need to. Alright, so they didn't have the Fading Hope there. Still not looking good for us at all. At least they have to. It's not a full card draw, but I mean, all that scrying, it's pretty disgusting for us. It's going to be really hard for us to get through this. Ninjas are kind of good, to be honest. Two top. They do not play that out. Okay. We need 4 mana, we need Make Disappear, and we need the Fairy Mastermind. Although they're probably going to sneak something in, so... Getting out-tempoed here. Do they play counter magic is the question. Okay. Cut down's not bad. You got a block.
With the right tools, bet you can't catch us.
Because we do not want them returning the Urtai. It is played out. We did not need counter spells there at all.
Now, what do we have here?
So they have a either a cut down or a fading hope. Yeah. So they can just Urtai, kill it. I mean, there's really nothing we can do here. All right, that was an unfortunate game. Let's get out of this match. All right, so 3-1 there, sitting at rank 200. We're still in the top 200 here at least. Didn't take that from us at least. So let's see what we can get into here with another match. We went first. I think it would have been a different story. Stop them from doing the ninjutsu stuff right away. Could have killed their creature right away, their first creature. Sultai Uro. Another 2-lander, huh? I think that this one is a mull. Alright. Turn to Crucius is just absolutely devastating for us here. Tap land. Wow. Okay. We don't mind that as much, honestly. All that drawing is actually totally fine for us here. Kill the halfling. Okay, that was awesome. Jar. Wow, they're going for more. Unbelievable. Another halfling, okay. We have choices to make here. We can kill the jar right now. We can kill the halfling if they use their Rona. We can draw with the Kaito. We can hold up a Bowmaster. We can hold up another Bowmaster. Which means let's kill the halfling, because then we have access to make disappear then as well. Yeah, I think that this is the right play. So we get a double ping if they activate Rona. I think we're just taking this. We'll go ahead and counter that. Okay, now I do think it is Kaito. Kaito time. They got one card left, so. Then next turn we have 4 mana. Available.
Now this is a juicy secret.
For the Orcish Bowmaster and the Go for the Throat. Okay. They got that now. Got another one of those. I got another one of those. Looks like we're scrying here. Otawara. It's honestly not that bad. We could get it right now. What would that do for us? Not much. Yeah, it wouldn't do much for us, right? This way we have options here.
I know something you don't know.
Now the question is, do we use the... Go for the Throat right now? I didn't know they were going to attack with the Rona too. I messed up there.
I'll find another way.
All right. Double Go for the Throat. Okay, awesome. So now we'll do it. Okay, good. There we go. Now we are back in it here. Man. I think we honestly just need to...
This is getting fun.
Nice. Great draw. Honestly, pretty lucky, I can't lie. That was a close one, honestly. Still not over yet, of course, but looking decent. We might as well counter this anyway. Get one more turn with Kaito. Not a full draw, but that's why you hold a land. Okay, do we scry here first? Most likely. Urtai. We will definitely take an Urtai.
I know something you don't know.
Let's be patient here. Yeah, they went for the attack. GG, bud.
Feel bad for your mentor if that's attack.
Bada bing. Okay, took down Legends there. That was a close game, to be perfectly honest. We are back at 179 now. That was a really good match. That was a really good match. So we had a couple lucky draws there. I think we played pretty well. I'd have to watch the tape here and see if there was anything we could have done different, but got the win by the skin of our teeth there. Let's hop into another one, play maybe one more here, and wrap up the vid. So 4-1. 4-1 so far here. Playing the rank 300 guy. The 2-land hands are Plague, but this is a good hand. This is a good 2-lander. Be great with 2 more lands too. Okay. Definitely countering that. That is the bane of our existence there, the Crucius. Okay, got the land there. We can get another land, that would be fantastic. They probably have a Bowmaster of their own, but we gotta just play it out. That's ideal to go for the throat instead. Kaito would be great too. Oh my god, we were so good at this game. We are so good at this game. And the land, we are in shape. We are in business. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. What an idiot. You're ranked 300? Oh my god. Sorry, bud. That's unfortunate. Okay. Pretty set up here. Another Bowmaster. Let's see if they play their own. Another go for the throat. Let's just go ahead and return it. Look at that counter magic in action here. Darkslick Shores go. Let's go ahead and counter that. just getting steamrolled right here. They are getting steamrolled. All right. So we could just play, we could keep the Urtai up, or we could just play the Shield Rid. They probably don't have anything to deal with everything here, so. That's that. Okay, great game to end it off there. Just absolutely steamrolled our opponent. We're at 154 in the ranks currently. We are going to go ahead and end the video there. Hopefully you guys saw the display of power of this deck here. Super, super fun deck to play. Definitely my kind of play style of deck. Kind of ideal. Has the tools to deal with everything in the meta. That's what I like. I don't want to play an aggro deck. I don't want to play a control deck. I want to play something with a little bit of everything, and as long as you play smart and play correctly and don't get mana screwed, you should be able to pull off quite a few victories. The win rate with this deck is out of this world. I don't have it calculated. I haven't been tracking it in Untapped or anything like that, but it's very, very high. So I'll leave a link for you guys if you want to play this deck. Hopefully not too many people start playing it, though. All 6 of the people that watch this video, you guys can play this. But if the entire meta catches on, then that'd be an interesting mirror. But I want to keep winning myself. So, all right, we'll end it there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Later.